catcher?
It sure is. Well, I call it a fortune teller, but some people call them cootie catchers.
Really? Does it work?
Well, let's find out. Give me a color.
Blue.
B-L-U-E. Give me a number.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now, ask it a question about your future.
Will I own Disney World one day?
Ooh, will she own Disney World one day? Okay, now pick a number.
7.
Let's see here. It says no. Not even a not likely or a maybe. You got a straight no, girl. So sorry. So do you think this thing really can tell the future?
I don't know. Maybe. Here, let me try it with you.
All right.
Pick a color.
Oh, red.
R-E-D.
2.
1, 2. Ask a question.
Will I be the Queen of Knoxville?
Okay, pick a number.
5. Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Ha! So what do you think? Do you think I really will be the Queen of Knoxville?
Probably not. I guess it's kind of silly to think a piece of paper knows everything.
Yeah, it kind of is. And you know, there's only one omnipotent force in the world, and that's God, and only He can know everything.
Hold on. What does omnipotent mean?
Omnipotent means to know all things, like knowing what's going to happen and why and how, just all of it.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, let's just read a little bit from the Bible about this man. And we've talked about him before. Remember Abram? There was a man in the Bible who found out he could trust God's knowledge. This man's name was Abram. He was married to Sarai. When Abram was 75 years old, God promised He would give land to Abram's descendants. But Abram didn't have any children. Still, Abram trusted God. Sometime later, God appeared to Abram during the night. This time, God said to Abram, "I'm your protection. I will give you a great reward." But Abram was disappointed because he still didn't have the children God had promised him earlier. And he said, "But God, what good will it do for you to give me a reward if I have no children? When I die, there will be no one to inherit your gift." Then God said to Abram, "Abram, you really will have a child, a son who will inherit all you have. Come outside. I have something to show you." So Abram went outside, and God said to him, "Abram, look into the nighttime sky." "Abram, there are so many stars in the nighttime sky that it's impossible for you to count them all. I promise that you'll have a child, and your descendants, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren will be so many, they'll be as numerous as the stars in the nighttime sky." And when Abram heard this, he simply believed God. Abram knew that God knows everything. Abram knew that God could be trusted, so Abram put his faith in God. And what God said really was true. In time, Abram did have a son, and that son grew up and had children. And after many years, Abram's descendants were as numerous as the stars in the sky. God could tell Abram the truth about what would happen in the future because God knows everything that has happened and everything that will happen. Not like a cootie catcher that's just a piece of paper that we can always trust, that God knows because He is aware of all.
Wow. I wonder what it's like to know everything. That really would have helped me on my finals in college.
Oh yeah, but you know, I really had a lot of fun in study group too.
You know, I don't understand something about the story though. How could Abram have so many kids and descendants that they will be numbered like the stars?
That's a great question. Let's show you. So, we're gonna say this is Abram right here, right?
Okay.
And then Abram has a son eventually, because God's promised it, right? There's the son. Well, then Abram has Isaac, that's his son's name. And then Isaac has kids. And then guess what? Come on, help me. Isaac's kids have kids. One of Isaac's kids had a bunch of kids, like, I don't know, 12 or something. It was crazy. So then these kids have kids. And then,
Come on, hand me some kids.
okay, here. And then these kids go on to have kids.
Oh, I dropped one.
Oh, and so the kids just keep having kids and down the line. So then there, Abraham or Abram goes from a father to a grandfather to a great-grandfather to a great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather until we have all of these grandkids.
Whew. I'm tired just looking at all these kids.
Phew, I know it. So do you get it now?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of kids, stars. I get it. I bet Abram would never be able to count all the descendants now.
Exactly. It's a pretty cool idea. Now, I say we try this cootie catcher out on Ben and see what his future holds.
Let's do it. Ben!